Oh, boom, boom. Oh, making sure it hears me. Y'all, what's good, man? What's happening? Yes, it is myself. I am here, sitting back, enjoying, relaxing. I'm enjoying this life. Actually, I can't lie. Nah, it's fun. Fun. I got some news. I'm just gonna talk about some stuff. You see, it's a Mandela life. Man, we've had a lot of good Mandelas come through lately. I've been doing a little bit of reboots of the old, as well as I was in the. I'll get there in a minute. My mind's got 30 things going on right quick, so give me a second. I just want to make sure I sound okay. Look gorgeous like I always do. Big head. All right. We in we in the mood. We in the fro. We in the road. Me and my YouTube. Oh man, big ups everybody though, man. Yeah. We gonna talk about everything and anything and everything we can possibly do. I have I have some I came up with a huge idea for my life. And it's pretty exciting. So we'll wait for everybody to get through it. But big ups to everybody already, man. Happy 3 o'clock, 24th of April, man. Year's almost gone. What else have I don't think I've been here since live in a moment. I can't remember the last time I was live. Gotta look that up. Hey, Christine. Gotta look that up real quick. When was the last time I was live? Oh, Sunday. Oh, lots happened since Sunday. A lot has happened in the world since Sunday. Wow. To think about it. I'll let it all get in, man. That says, how are you doing today, Christine? Oh yeah, it's been a week, ain't it? We've had an exciting week all around the world. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Things could always be better, but I'm doing very well. I cannot complain. That's for sure. Smile on my face, heads up. That and since you are in here right now, you get the special prize. There's no special prize really, but I'm gonna take a hit with you. I'm gonna take a ball hit with you. And while everybody rolls in throws through, and I'll give you the news that I think. I'll give you my idea I thought about last night. Weird, but it's awesome. It's awesome though. I love the idea. I'm glad to hear. I'm saying I've had. Oh, that's good. That's good. So I could stall out for a minute. Man, like I said, we've had a busy week. Pope died right after Easter. They deporting people everywhere. This is a fucked up world, boy. Oh, this is a fucked up world. No, but cheers. Oh yeah. But while you're here, and I'll give you the quick heads up. So yesterday afternoonish, I was sitting there in the living room talking to talking to my mom, and my mom's passed away. But I have her ashes and stuff like that in little spots, kind of like what you call it, memorial. You would call it. But I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I'm looking around the house, and I'm just like, everything in here is just materials. It's just material things, like paintings on the walls, couches, the chairs, and the TV. There's a lot of stuff that's just material. And 90% of the time, We don't use it. You know, you don't use none of that stuff. And I was just like, man, like I was like, what should I? was like, I don't need all this stuff. And then my mind went down. I was like, what can I do? What can I, what can I do? But to get rid of it. But what can I do to simplify my life? And well, I came up with a good idea. I think it'll be pretty cool. And it's the van life, like a camper, like living camper. Get a camper and be able to just do what I want to do. Won't have to worry about rent. Won't have to worry about light bills, water bills. It was like an epiphany. It was like, yeah, it was such a great idea. I'm so on it right now. I'm so excited about the whole thought of that, and yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to even think about it. Yeah, it is very very exciting to think about that whole part of downsizing and the experience, because it's feasible. We all always complain that it's life. We got everybody's trying to keep up the Joneses, and we always get all this material stuff, and half the fucking time we don't even use it. We don't use none of this material stuff, and it just clicked. It was just like, man, it just need to. How cool would it be just to downsize it all and be on the move? I've been thinking about RV for a couple years. RV life for a couple years now. Yeah, I to me, it just sounds perfect. It's just me and the cat anyway, and I'll be able to, for myself, I could get closer to my child. I could do this full time. And I was thinking about it all in my head. I was like, look, all I got to do worry about it be, oh man, my whole camera went crazy. All I have to worry about is it'll find me eventually. Yeah. Wow. All I have to worry about is insurance, gas, my child support, and food. It's really all I got to worry about. Occasional maintenance and stuff, but that's all I need to worry about. That cuts bills in half. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to. My grandma ain't picked up the phone because I want to tell her my idea too. But I'm really, really, really thinking about it. So leaning on it, because it'll just give me the opportunity. It'll give me the opportunity to not have to work for the system in a sense. Do this, and it gives me the opportunity to just travel, but be closer to my child and change my view in a sense. And it just, I don't know, it's always fucking seems awesome to me. And I've been looking up, little Winnebagos and stuff, like Winnebagos, all this stuff too, and I'm like, oh, man, I could so do this. And it's feasible, because in a sense, you know, everywhere you go, there's a place, there's a place where you can stay. There's a place where you can plug up, get power. A place where you can empty your septic. Um, it's not that bad. It's pretty freaking awesome. I even thought about the whole situation, like it's like if I get once a night, so once in a blue moon, I can just run a hotel room if I wanted to, or I think about it also. It's like, well, shit, if I don't get one with like a shower or bathroom and stuff, I probably would, but just get a gym membership. Just say at Planet Fitness, your membership, you got showers there. So it was like I was just thinking about. I was like, God, it's so fucking feasible. How much money it would save, let alone how much fun it would be. Especially for me. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to get an RV or a camper and just live that life, travel and just be able to do my thing. And I think that's so awesome. And I was just like, it's like, yeah. I said a lot of said you're. I said Sophie thought it was awesome too. I was like, yeah. So I think it's a good idea. Give me, give me ample time to work on this. I could go places to go speak, personally, and I have my own little place to go. I think it'd be really cool, exciting to say the least. Exciting. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am hoping so. I think it's just a matter of time. I'm just it's, and I don't mind where I'm at. No, I mean, I don't, I don't have that. I mean, I have a lot of acquaintances, but it's like this is it's not my town, or anything like this. I didn't grow up here, and it's like, I mean, I'm not leaving anything. I'm not leaving somebody behind, or I'm just going to be doing me, and I think it'd be fucking awesome. It'd be so cool. But yeah, that was like, oh man, I've been cheesing about my idea since I thought of it last night, and I do, and I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be an exciting time. And the first thing I do this morning, I'm sitting here looking them up. Prices of RVs, little bagels, and it don't even, it depends what you get. They go from, they're not really that expensive, but then they do get expensive. So it it's gonna be interesting. And I'm like, man, I could just get rid of everything in his house. All I need is this computer. Computer. Some of most of these days they're attached with they got TVs in it, and so I think I just need Wi-Fi. Get a little Wi-Fi box. It's like I got it all plugged in my fucking head. I was like, man, this is just gonna work out. Do my laundry at a laundromat. And it says, cool. Like I think, man, just insurance, my insurance, my child support, that's food. Thought something else, but I don't remember what else. Gas, it really is. It's really inexpensive. I think it's cool. Yeah, that was my little news. I'm cool. I'm excited about it. I think it's pretty cool. So I've been trying to call my grandma. She won't answer the phone. I don't want to tell her because it's crazy. My aunts and her husband, they did that. They kind of did the same. They did the same thing. They sold everything. They sold their house. They sold everything that was in their house and everything else, and got one of those nice buses. You know what I mean? Good old RV things with some fifth wheel, but they got a big old bus, and they go all around, and I just think that's an awesome spot, and to be able to wake up, open my door, the beach. No, I think it's pretty cool too myself. I do. Oh, y'all beating up on this dude for. It is, everybody's jumping off on this guy that's going talking about the Monopoly guy. I think it's funny. It's by the guy. I believe that. Or the label, the character flaw in his response to me. He came at me wrong. Oh, somebody hurt. No, I think it's pretty cool. I can't wait to do that. Yeah, it was just in my mind. I just wanted to come and talk about a little bit of it today. That and some Mandela effects I've been seeing. And I saw yesterday a whole JFK stuff. Man, his car is so much different now. Freaking, they had electric cars in like freaking was it 1930 something in London. They had a whole fleet of taxis. There's some crazy stuff going on. It was crazy. It's exciting though. They beat up on that dude. I'm sorry they beat up on you. As long as y'all don't come after it. But yeah, man, I gotta show this JFK car, man. This car is wild. I'm gonna pull it up here in a minute. I have to respawn back. Said a character flaw. Yeah. Yeah, we all got flaws. To be honest, that was actually the nice side of myself. I don't like being a butthead, but I do love people's opinions. But I do love people's opinions. That's why it's called Crazy's Lab. It's like mixing all the chemicals. Oh, God damn it. It's like mixing up all the chemicals and seeing what we can get. Don't take it personal. I hate when people take shit personal. Don't take it personal, brother. Don't take it personal, brother. We just don't like being called false memory or misremembering. Ah, that's not how I fucking want to do that. We as Mandela Effect community, us as a Mandela Effect community, you're not writing it down. Us as a Mandela Effect community doesn't doesn't like to be called. Doesn't like the phrase. I like that better. Phrase. Phrase. False memory. And I can't spell. So sorry. Have you ever done research on Bitcoin? If not, you should look. I need to. I wish years ago I would have got involved with it. Years ago, I wish I would have got involved with it. I realize my whole word of us is all messed up. My title. Yeah, I need it. But yeah, it'll boom. It's booming. It is at that part where it's man, I was like, oh, I just wish I had just grabbed a hold of it when I would. But who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought that it would be as it would boom like it did? Come on, get over there. Because I would have never thought. I would have never thought. Oh, that's not what the fuck I'm trying to do. It was It's still early. Not too many people trust it. Yeah. Invested in 21. I guess it's never too late. But yeah, it definitely is I need to get into it for sure. And I make a little money, possibility. Good possibility it'll happen. That's for sure. Viewers, man, y'all say what's up? Come on in. We're gonna talk about JFK. We're gonna talk about life. We're gonna talk about Lee's little new idea that he's got in his head of flipping life around. I think it's pretty cool. But while I am here, I am about to show this little picture of JFK and his convoy, and you're going to be so shocked about this. Just want a good picture of it. There we go. Share that. Give me that. Share that. Come on, picture. Now, as you see, Mr. I don't know how you remember JFK's car, but anybody ever seen one of those? Ever noticed that on the back of the car before? Kind of weird. It is awfully weird. Oh, I guess I could pull this up just a tad bit. It's weird, weird. Never seen it before. Never seen it before. I was in there with the IMAX live yesterday, and they were showing it. And it was just so weird to see it. There you go again. There's another view. Little handles. Look at these stupid little handles. And these handles were so like the Secret Service can actually hold on and ride on the bumper, but they've never noticed these before. Ever. It's so odd, it's so weird, let alone all the damn people in this car. But yeah, that's pretty neat. That one saw that yesterday and it just blew my mind. Just because it just seems like it just we'd have seen that before. And when you see Jackie right here, which now where is Dr. McConnell's wife at? There's the flowers, but I don't see his wife. But yeah, them damn handles, those damn handles right there. So weird. Never seen that before. So new. Now with all these pictures starting to come out and the whole these files are starting to get opened up. Cover up. What's up, man? I'm glad to catch your life. I know you meant live. Yeah, never seen that never seen a I've seen that JFK video change two or three times in my timeline. Yeah, it's changed a lot. It has changed a lot. We were talking, I don't know who's talked about it, but I just like my memory, like a memory I have. I remember. I wish I could have a better picture of the driver. I remember that there was talks or it was speculation that the driver was the one that shot JFK. And you got to understand, this is before this was, because if you think about it, got your driver here. None of this was there before. None of this was there before. It was all nothing. What's going on, W? None of this was there before. And in my head, I remember the driver shooting like a puff of smoke coming out from his armpit. That's why the head went back. Speculation. That's and I wasn't born to see this live when this happened, but that was in my mind. That's the video. That's the video I remember seeing as a kid, and then all of it, changed. It's changed so much. But as a kid, always remember the shooter or a puff of smoke coming from the driver, and that's because none of this was here before, and which is weird in this picture because you don't see McConnell's wife at all. You see JFK, McConnell, and you see Jackie, which now Jackie is kind of leaning over him instead of trying to get out. And now just where these bars are now coming into play. Have I ever seen the movie Zodiac? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm trying to remember who was in it. I want to say wasn't it the kid from that 70s show? But yeah, this car has changed so much now. So much now. And that one, there's even the cars are starting to turn colors. His motorcade. There's another picture that is scrolling around about this. Recommend it. Is about the real story of the Zodiac. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. What was their names? Newmans? I'll have to think about that for a second. I got to look it up differently. Yeah, very interesting. JFK's is getting so much more messed with, and we were there having a discussion at an IMAX channel yesterday about how maybe the more and more we continue to keep seeing this, we keep pointing out things, the more people see it. It's that whole perception of observation. If you perceive it, particles and particles, they do, they notice and it changes itself. We're putting that into that thing too. It's like, because the more and more we look into these things and we tell people about it, more changes happens. It's different timelines. Some were saying maybe he's a clone and JFK is really just running around somewhere. It's very odd. Interesting, but odd. I want. All right, I got to get the name of that. Hawk, what's good? What is good? Trying to get the name of these people because this picture you'll see is so weird. They even brought. Damn it. I can't find it. It's upsetting me. Live chat. All messages. Uh, just playing like it's got back into the game right now. I like yeah. I'm trying to find the name of these people. I remember, and it's crazy. Famous family that was in the picture of JFK's assassination. No, I know all that crap. Sorry, I'm I'll never find it. I'll never find it. I will find it. Newman's or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, it was it's weird. It is very weird that let's just see. JFK Newman's. I'll never find it. But yeah, it's weird. It's just like it's almost like it's like these photographers were just so set up in like this. It was so weird, like so set up like it was all staged and they knew it was happening. It was so weird. And it's not like the pictures of the lady that we remember. Ah, ah. All right, I found it. 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 Been watching music videos lately. Something feels different. Sounds, tunes, everything's different, ain't it? I was listening. I turned on the 80s earlier when I took a shower, and it was like the sound, like all the sounds. Lucky Star sounded so weird to me. You're a lucky star. It just sounded so weird to me. All right. All right. You remember, I don't know, you remember this picture right here? You see this? This picture right here? And you thinking like, oh yeah, that's part of the motorcade. The car is gone by now. JFK's car is gone by now. But this is part of a little part of the motorcade, part of the picture of the side of it. These are the Newmans or Normans. Some people, the black and white picture of that picture. You see this guy right here? I'm trying to find. There's another picture angle of this family with that camera. You will be amazed. It was so weird. I won't ever find it now. Probably should have stayed right where I was at and went on those little thingies. It, I so we don't want to find this damn thing. Bam, right there. How staged does this look? Camera crew, pictures. This person down here taking pictures. That's a different angle. But there's another picture. They're actually smiling at the camera. That's the one I'm looking for. iMac found it yesterday, but yeah, it is awfully, man. It's like this whole thing, this whole thing is so weird. Everything is just the JFK assassination has just been edited and stop. But before y'all came in here, also speaking about this, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen these handlebars on these cars, y'all? Seen that? Ever seen that on that car before? New. All new. It's almost like JFK is mocking us. Almost like JFK is mocking us. This whole car is different. Michael Jackson did a cover of I Shot the Sheriff? Strange. I'm a Michael fan. I don't ever remember that. Handlebars are new, aren't they? Yeah. I can give you a better picture of the damn handlebars. And yeah, those handlebars were there to for the Secret Service. They're for the Secret Service so they can ride on the bumper. But it looks so weird. Never been there before. Never, ever before. Jackie's running the other way for some reason. I don't know where the wife went. It's like, where did she go? Where did McConnell's wife? Where did his wife go? Look at it. You see her sitting there. You see the yellow flowers. But in that picture, she's not there. She's not there. There's JFK. Well, no wife. It's like she's disappeared. Total edit. I would be surprised if JFK is alive. Well, he's probably dead now. But yeah, it is odd. It is crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy. It blows my. It really does. It blows my mind. JFK has just changed so much. Take a hit with y'all. But Michael Jackson, she turned into a plant. Yeah, exactly. She just disappeared, man. She's just gone. Just gone. All right, welcome everybody. I appreciate y'all joining in today, chilling with me. At the beginning of all this, it was just me and Christine. I was telling Christine about my I saw a YouTube video saying JFK is Jimmy Carter. You never know. But earlier I was talking like I began this live. Well, as I began this live, I was talking to Christine, and when was when was the last time you did a trip high dose or even normal? And will you post some stories about it on your channel? Yes. Yeah, it was the last time I really. Well, I spoke to actually last night. Tell you the truth, last night, because I have this place, man. They got some superb gummy mushrooms, mushroom gummies, superb. I mean, superb. And I sat there. I took a trip, took 4 of them, and it's probably been about 4 grams. And I actually watched Brave New World, Captain America movie, and what fucking insight that movie has. So much truth in that movie. It was amazing, man. It was all MK Ultra, the mind control, even no spoil alerts, but the Red Hawk is in it, and it's crazy because there's a scene when he turns into the Red Hulk. The whole assassination thing, like with Trump, that first happened, where he got grazed. It was so odd. That whole scene was that whole way of playing out, basically saying that Trump is our antichrist, and this is what's going to happen, which is why they probably put this movie out anyway. But it was really deep, really, really deep, really deep. And then after I watched that, it's still early. I went to go talk to my mama, and because I know I have her little memorial urn there. I went to talk to my mom, and I came, and I was just like, I was just looking around the house, and just looking at all the stuff around the house, like everything you see in here. I was like, everything you see in here. I was looking at all this, and they're in the living room and everything else, and I was just sitting here like, all this. I was like, all this is material shit. It doesn't get used, nothing. I got all these chairs, and I only got one butt, but it's all material. All this is material. Yeah, it's nice to have, but I was like, man, I don't need all this stuff. I don't, I'm thinking like, life is getting the way it is. And it's like, man, how can I downsize and make my life so much simpler, yet alone, not have to work for the system? And like my mom in good old fashioned, now she does what she does from beyond the veil. She was just like, why don't you get a camper, like an RV or Winnebago, downsize, live in that thing? And I was just like, it was like one of those epiphanies. So I was telling Christine, I talked to Sophie about a sport about it. So I told Christine, I was like, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to sell everything, downsize everything, grab me a Winnebago, and live in that. Do the van life, do the RV life. It'll cut down on so much. All I would have to worry about is, you know, food, my insurance, my child support, gas, and my necessities, a little bit of that. And I can do this full fucking time, which would be fucking awesome. Plus I can get close to my child. And I don't use none of this crap. I do and I don't. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't need all this. And it's pretty, it's just one of those. I've been so on it, man. I'm excited about it. And I think it's a cool idea. That's my little news I have. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and yes, I definitely will talk about my trips. I plan to talk about my psychedelic experience so much more because it's we're all getting there, we're all waking up. But no, I want to do the care. I want to do the life. I want to do the van life, the living off, you know, just necessity. I think that'd be so cool. Being the cat. I just it's really exciting to think about it, and I so want to do it. I'm so leaning towards it because it's just so easy. And, the only thing that that truly is cherishable and memorable in this house is the grandfather clock. And I was just like, I'm just like, well, I'll just give that to my child, give it to the family, give it to the child. Figure all else, just get like a little small storage unit. But now that's really the only cherishable thing, truly, that's in this house. This is to me, I guess. Uh, well, I thought about it. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it would be really awesome. Be a good view for every different change. It'd be pretty fun. I think I like that idea. Read literature saying in an alternative reality where JFK did not get unalived, he exposed Area 51, aliens, and all. People went nuts as society collapsed. I don't know. Food for thought. Hey, maybe in reality he did. Maybe that's why these, this Mandela effect keeps on changing. For him. Maybe that's the part. Maybe he was the time traveler or the alien. Who knows? Yeah, I think that's pretty exciting. Yeah, that's why I'd be selling all of it. I'd sell it all. I don't need, and I don't really need much. If I get a camper, camper I could drive around, park. I've been looking them up. They're inexpensive, too expensive. And I saw one for, what was it? Saw one for 15 grand. So it's like it's not bad. It's really not bad. And I mean, I got money in the house. It's funny too because like all this stuff ain't in this room. It's trippy shit. But I got post pictures on the walls in the house. That are worth money. I got one sitting in the hallway that's worth $4,000. We found that in Italy, which was fucking cool. We got it appraised and everything, and it's authentic. It's fucking crazy. We got it from my mom used to work at the TLS or Qs, the living house assistants, TFQs for all you military people out there. And before we left, she took that picture. It was just always been there. It was always been hanging up there. She took that picture. We gave it to my grandfather years ago before he passed, and grandma got it appraised, and it was appraised for $3,600. And now, but that was years ago, so it's probably still gone up more. But my Buffalo Soldier stuff back there. I mean, it's one of these things. It's all this shit's material. It's doing nothing but sitting on the wall, making look like I'm keeping up with the Joneses, and I'm above that now. I'm not trying to impress anybody, so I figured, why not downsize it all? Camper life, van life. I think it's fucking cool. Winnebago life. I'm not gonna go too small, but yeah, I've been looking at it, man. It's amazing. And around here in America, it's so many places you could actually, you could plug up, get the power, chill and travel. It's very respectful and very nice, and just be able to just chill out, get out, get out of the city. You know what I mean, and just enjoy life. Be able to do this full time, be able to make trips and public speakings or meetups and stuff like that. I think that's just an awesome sight. I'm trying to get my camera to focus back in. Sorry. You should live on one of the Caribbean islands, Lee. Well, I live in Florida, so I figured, and the other reason why I'm thinking about this too, I'm 6 hours away from my child. It kills me every fucking day. And it's like, man, I can just drive on up there. I could wake up on the beach, wake up on the bay, because I know that whole area, the whole Okaloosa County area, Destin, Blue Water Bay. I know that whole area, and they got all these, got great camping sites, Huntington's Beach and stuff like that. There's places where you can pick up, empty your tank, and it would just be like so fucking cool to just be there. And I could be there by my child, and I won't have to work for a system. You know what I mean? Be doing this truly full time. Y'all probably get tired of me, but be doing this full time. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Get in nature, readapt. That downsize of living is we all we need what, but these posters and it's television. It's what the fuck I got 3 televisions for? What the fuck I got 2 couches, 30 chairs. It's one of those. It's just like just downsizing and getting back and just enjoying myself and just enjoying life. But I'm at that age now where it's like, I've had my fun. I've enjoyed this shit. I've enjoyed life. I'm enjoying my life. What can I do to make it better? In a sense, more enjoyable and to get to my roots. And I thought that was just a great idea. Be cool. It'd be so cool. I don't like my neighbors. I can just leave. Oh, we've been here since 2020 and feel like the inner child. when I watch your channel. It was a good channel. There we go. That's good. That's good too. Yeah, and it's probably I like the inner child part. It's my inner child too, man. It's it's ever since I was a kid. It's kind of like I've always wanted to be on a screen. I guess you would say part of the life, part of the party. I'm a Gemini anyway, so I'm gonna make my sense known. You know what I mean, myself known. But yeah, I just think it'd be pretty cool, and I think not only that I would so appreciate it more, and it would be better life for myself, for my child too, because I'd be even closer to that. But yet, from the people looking in, seeing that, like my story, like, man, this guy has changed his life and he's evolved and he's downsized to minimalist and he's out here doing this and just spreading just the word, good words, good advice, and living what he talks about in a sense. And I think that's so cool. You don't see many YouTubers, influencers do that, and I think that's so cool. Driving everywhere, my Winnebago. Because those chairs bounce, right? You driving? Oh, it's a telemarketer. How should I answer this? It's longy dong ding dongs. We got them short, we got them long. I make sure one of them will fit. How can I help you? Are you having trouble getting them fit? What size do you need? Small one, please. Sorry. Yeah, man, the good life. So yeah, I think it'd be awesome. Be beneficial for me, be feasible. Paying rent, paying a water bill. That whole aspect, all that right there it's like fuck. So it's kind of like living off the green. Sell me some used furniture, please. Sell them some used. Oh, but no, I mean, kind of what it is. But I think it'd be really cool. Just get rid of it all and stack it up and do that and just and have fun, bro. So, like I said, only where I said I just gotta have to pay my, it's gotta pay my. Just say yes to them. No, you never say yes. You never say yes. Never say yes. Ever, ever. Best thing to do with telemarketers is to put them on hold and put them a flat Earth video on your computer. Come back an hour later. Can you hold on, please? But you're never supposed to say yes. Even if they ask this, if they ask your name, never say yes because these days it's they steal your voice, they steal that yes, and they get access and they be able to call banks like, yes, this is me. You know what I mean? So it's getting good. I learned that one years ago though. I think I'm going to do the van. I think I'm going to do that, man. The camper life. I mean, how cool would that be? I think y'all would appreciate it more than I would appreciate it. Not a problem, brother. I appreciate coming out. I said, better place. Last thing, how's the job situation? Right now, that job situation is still waiting for a fucking call back. I've been putting some applications in. I've been putting some applications in, but that it was just, that's kind of in a sense too. It's kind of where this the whole camping van life came in, and so it was just one of those. It's like, man, like, all right, because also in this society, I don't look my age, I don't act my motherfucking age, and I am way stronger than my fucking age, and people don't, they don't want to hire somebody over there. It's funny because they don't. You see in the applications they don't want to hire people over 40s. So yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's one of those universe. God, they all got something bigger for me in store. Maybe this is why I thought about that last night. Especially under that influence, on that dose. I think that's what it came through. It was like, man, do that. It just seems like it's the good way to kind of get off the system. And then technically, I figured I only need 377 a month for my child. That's child support. Then all I need is insurance, which insurance is probably going to be 100 something, and then just gas and food, right? Gas, food, and you know my special treats and my Scooby snacks. I didn't even put it that way. So I think it's pretty cool. I do crazy shit like traveling, going to theme parks some more. If I do it here, and give everybody a view of it here. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. I did think about that too. You know, I want to document the whole. If when I 100% okay it, the whole thing. I'm going to document I want to document it all. I want to definitely video it all, just because I think that's just a. It'd be awesome to see that back for everybody to see it. It'd be awesome to see it myself, looking back at it, but also for people who would see it might get inspiration by it, and that'd be awesome too. And especially, I ain't gonna lie, I like it. I did, but yeah, I think it'd be cool. Go to theme parks. I like theme parks, but it'd be awesome. I wouldn't have a, I wouldn't, wouldn't have an excuse not to, right? So, come on, computer. Doom, 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 doom. So I wouldn't have, I think that's the cool thing. I wouldn't have an excuse not to. But there's cool looking bands. There's cool looking ones too. Oh, what? I mean, look at this. I'm not saying this is what it would look like, but look at this. How cool this shit looks. Hey, come on now. Once it moves, it'll get over there. Come on. Oh, it's being weird. There it goes. Look how cool that is. Look how cool all that is. And that's the van. Well, I would only do van life with the van. It'd be awesome. It'd just be awesome. Just it's window bagel, but they're cool as shit. Look at that one. Hey, cool at that. Look at that motherfucker. Morning. I was looking at this shit. Oh, cool. And you got TV, a little electric stove. Rinse it out and get which you know, little plug-in boxes. Easy. Got it all figured out. Yeah. Then I might have to get it wrapped in Crazy's Labs. Crazy Lab on the roll. It'd be a good shirt. It'd be a good trippy shirt. tripping camper movie. Cheers. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be something exciting. Be feasible. So when I fully decide I want to do it, I want to talk to my grandmama first about it and see what she thinks about it. And then I already know she's gonna think it's gonna be like fucking awesomely do it. you know, do it. You know, you're not meant to be part of the working society the way this fucking world slays. Do it. Is it just joking? There's another one. Let me go grab me some water. I had a beer, right? Didn't want to drink it right now. Let me grab me some water. There was another Mandela effect, a few Mandela effects I learned about the other day, minus that JFK thing. Oh, that was cold. I gotta remember them all. Oh, I got one. Never mind. I got one. How do you spell Mary Poppins? How do you spell Mary Poppins? Or how do you spell Mary Poppins? That's the question. Nice stealth fans in the camp. Yeah. And see, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be really interesting. It's just it's feasible. You know, I think it'd be so fucking cool. You know, get out of the towns, the cities, you know, that they try to keep us all bottled up in and just and I can volunteer. I can volunteer, I can go to like little farms or volunteer at places and help them out, and if I really wanted to work, I could go find a seasonal job or something like that, make a little cash, a little weird stuff. It'd be so cool. Well, I'll make it from here. Because I know in my thought of process of this too as well. It's just not going to take me. It's going to take the help from everybody in a sense to make this full trans, not the full trans, but make it all happen throughout. And I think it'd be easy and it'd be such a, I don't know, it'd be so cool. It'd be so cool. But yeah, how do you spell Mary Poppins? Because if you spell Mary like, oh, which Mary? How? Yeah, I remember. I always spelled Mary Poppins like that. Mary. See it? Mary. I took that damn thing down. Oh. And you wouldn't believe what it spelled like now. And I don't know if it's just me or it's just me. But share, please. But come on, slide down there for me, please. Is that how you spell Mary Poppins? Is that how you remember Mary Poppins being? Is that how you spell it? Is that that's wrong to me? One R in Mary? I know my connection's acting weird. One R in Mary is weird. It's not Mary. I mean, yeah, her name's Mary fucking Poppins. It's Mary Poppins. Never was one R to me. I'm losing my mind. I don't know what to think because it's never been like that to me. And it corrects. Corrects me if I spell it anywhere different. It's wrong. It's not right. Mary Poppins is one of my favorite Disney movies. Definitely love the new one. The Mandela effect. If anybody else has ever recognized that Mary Poppins has always been with one R and never two, but just feel like it's wrong. I really do. That's topsy turvy. Yeah, it's weird to me. Not sure about that. Not sure about that one. Weird. Ugh. But I think it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about this whole thing. About just thinking about the possibilities, and then let alone the benefit of the release and stress of how worrying about rent, and lights, and all that stupid shit that we all get so flustered about every single month. I'm one of them. So it's check out. Oh yeah, I love that. It's no that we we all jumped on this guy's case. I feel sorry for Jay. We did jump on his case. The very cases will claim they have. I like. He's good. So I've had a good conversation with this guy. But yeah, it's yeah. A little bit of news. I just wanted to come live today, talk about a little bit about Mandela effects, talk about what I was my little news and my this plan that I have. I think it's going to just be so awesome. So Paws loves it. Paws love that idea. So first I went else and garden. I was like, I know you, but I want my RV. Let's get to my child. I don't know. Just want to be out there. It's just calling me, man. I guess it's all calling me. Get out of this town. Not like I'm leaving anything behind. Cat's coming with me. Your cat looked at me when I said, "I was like, oh, you coming with me? You going anywhere I go? Getting ready, you kitty cat." But I saw some nice RVs. Little Winnebagos inside for sale. And they're in. It's pretty good. Like nice ones for sale. I'm trying to stay under 20 grand. But like I said, I saw one for 15. Saw another one for 11, but it's old. It's like a 98. It's old, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know. I thought y'all I like that. I think because I thought I'd like that. I thought I would like that. We'll watch some van life videos soon. It's probably what I'm going to do when I get off of here. Flip on YouTube. Let alone watch my watch the Try channel because they did that they put out they did a little the Irish Try channel, the Try channel. I like Try channels. Watch that real quick. Watch Lizzie Ivan and watch me some Camp Life. Just seeing it convert because it's funny because I have this girl, I follow this girl on TikTok. She's actually building, she's actually remodeling her van. She bought a van and she's building her own. She's doing her own thing with it. She's doing it. It's pretty cool. She's documenting everything with it too as well. Van's too small for me. I'm a big motherfucker. I'm a tall bitch. It's too big for me. It's too small. Van is too small for me. I got to get something bigger. I can deal with a van. I ain't gonna lie, but that's something bigger. You gotta have something that's gonna have a little bit of, it's gonna have some AC, AC in it. Because I live in fucking hot ass Florida, and I figured if I go somewhere in, Florida, they don't want animals in a car that's not AC'd. So I gotta think that way too. So it's like, put some Tesla AI in there where the Tesla cools off the car for your cats and your dogs. I don't know if you know Teslas do that. They have pet mode when you're out in the store. They have pet mode. People get us, oh, you left the car. It's like, it's on pet mode. You see that car dog fucking knocked out. AC blown in his face. Sitting on some AC and some air conditioner seats. But yeah. Mandela, that's my Mandela effect life at the moment. I'm about to bleep the system. I think it's cool. I'm glad y'all think that's cool too. So like I said, when I get all so when I figure this all out, talk to grandma, then I'm gonna start selling some shit. Start selling some stuff. And then figure out how to get this grandfather clock to my child. Because that's the big thing. That's the only thing That's the only thing that is not getting sold. It is that grandfather clock. Is not getting sold. And it's going to my child. I think that's cool. Be pretty cool. Great ideas. Great ideas. And if you ever, if y'all know people like you've done that and stuff, I think it'd be cool if y'all got any good ideas about that too. Even ideas of what I can do with that opportunity. I think would be pretty awesome too. Pretty cool. Had a good Thursday. Yesterday I talked. Tuesday I talked to a class. It was pretty good. Lincoln University about shaman and psychedelics. It was pretty cool. Had a pretty nice class, which was good. It's just all starting to work out. I figured. I also figured like you get out of this box system that they always have. This home of a prison, and be able to get the good energies. And life will just blossom even more. I don't know how I look at that, but I think of that more opportunities. I don't know. It's weird that way, ain't it? Pretty cool. It is pretty cool. But anyways, I just wanted to come on for a moment or two today, just to talk about a few things, show that JFK stuff. Um, just talking chit chat. Moon, what up, bro? I was watching this Christmas, and you popped, and your live popped up. Really? That's awesome, man. What's going on, Trees? I like Chris. Big up Chris. He's a cool guy, man. He's a great guy. It was actually really nice when I was at the conference, at the Mandela conference, with him. We were at dinner, and days you watch. I don't know if he talks about like this certain kind of like quantum languages and stuff. Arts, I haven't got you yet. Oh, man, I can't believe I ain't got you on that yet. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was nice to thank you. It was nice to talk to him about his mind and kind of like his, his vocal languages, his spirit language, his certain stuff, and it was really awesome. And I was at, and we had a conversation about me and my psychedelic journeys and kind of what led it down and Mandela effects. He's a really cool dude. Man. He's a really cool, down to earth, straight man, straight guy. That's awesome. I appreciate that, dude. Audio. Yeah, I was sitting here just talking about that JFK, the JFK's car that is so different now, with all the handlebars on it now, and it's just so weird. And I'm talking about my new adventure in life, my new goal here, or my not goal, but big move, change in my life that I want to do is a want to do today. I wanted to go RV life, camper life, downsize it all because all this shit's material, all this, and I was just looking at everything in the house yesterday, and I was just like, man, I'm like, it's all useless. It's material. It's nothing. I don't need none of this. And just downsize and kind of camping life. And man, I think that's fucking cool to me. It's album mod. I'm excited about it. Just a theory, but one thing every Mandela effect seems to have in common is a relation to Freemasonry. Yeah, yeah, it's a good theory. I don't even think it's a theory. I think coincidences don't lie. You're so right. God, I'm going through all this in my head. It's funny because the first thing when you said when I was read Freemasonry, I thought about Shaq for some reason. Don't know why, because I eat that ring stuff. But I went to Shaq, and I guess I went there because there's something with him and his name, Shaquille O'Neal, how it's all spelled too, even Shaq part. But God, you're so right. Disney's a lot of Freemasonry, so that can make sense. Movies are all Freemasonry or Illuminati, some kind of secret service or secret society. Technically, you want to look at the Bible, you can call it Freemason, Knights Templar. They're really the original, the original secret society, and their branches cleared off through Freemasonry and the Illuminati. Yeah, it's not a bad theory. It's not a bad theory at all. Like that. It's a good one. Yeah, Knights Templar. Yeah. Not to mention the King James version of all three. Yeah. I say that because, in a sense, I'm a Templar. I don't know. I'm not a Mason. I'm not a Templar. I'm not part of the Illuminati. I know a lot of it. I know their signs. I know what to look for. And maybe in a past life, I probably was. In past life, I do believe I was part of the Knights Templar. I don't know. I have no clue, but it always rings a bell. I always get the Red Cross in all my visions. It's crazy. So it's pretty neat. But yeah, I could have to see it. They say the word matrix a few times in the Bible now. That's crazy. Because we didn't have the word matrix until what, 2000s? Technically, maybe ish. A little earlier than that. We didn't have the full concept of the matrix as we do now this prior day, 20 something years later, 30 something years later, we have, the concept, the matrix is in everybody's mind, and we computer code. Tears Mind is a good book on this name. Freemasonry. Ooh, I had to read that. That's a good causes. But yeah, I think you're so right, Otto. I think you're so right. Man, you so think about it. It's so Music, I don't. Music hard is a little bit hard. I guess if you go into what artists and see which ones they are. I mean, Michael Jackson was Illuminati Masonry there, so it's. I mean, intentionally, Illuminati and Masons are the same thing, just a different branch. It's another name. It's like Skull and Bones. They're all one anyway. One of those on the band booklet. Like Hilton Skelter. No, yeah. Think about this whole van life, man. This whole thing, dude, seems so right. So right. Seems so right. Because y'all gonna take a walk with me. Freemasonry, I think, goes back to science in the time of Jesus, perhaps before, but that's where it's feel. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think it was right before, give or take. I want to say the time when he passed away. They wanted to keep the true word of Yahuwah, Jesus. um, they wanted to keep the whole word, the right true word, and a lot of the Romans and people were trying to take up all that knowledge that he taught and try to get rid of it. That's where the Knight Templars were starting to steal all the stuff back, even including the Ark of the Covenant. And they're the ones that actually are told that actually still have the Ark of the Covenant technically, but it's not on Skull Island or Oak Island. It's not on Oak Island. No way. It's not there. And if it is, it's buried by now. But yeah, it's that whole part, and that's why the Templars were started, because they wanted to keep the true message of the Christ, and they ramsackled it bad. It was pretty neat, and I don't know, it could have been before, it could have been after, but you got to think the Ark of the Covenant wasn't made until Moses wrote the tablets. He had to put it in the box, so definitely after that. So, and then you got the Holy Grail, which is also known, the Templars also took as well and hid in a temple. Some say in a pillar, but so definitely after or during or after. So there's probably not an ME, but there's a talking donkey in the Bible. I read the book twice and somehow never noticed it. You're telling me donkeys and fucking donkey is in the Bible? Shrek! Hey Shrek! What you doing, Shrek? I'm alone. That's my favorite character. Okay. Fuck Shrek. I'm a donkey fan. Shrek, I'm coming with you, Shrek. Donkey. What, boy? But yeah, as I was talking about, like, look at all this shit I got in this house. All this stuff in the house. Oh, minus Mama. I take Mama with me and I go put her where she wanted to, go put her in the water. But all this stuff in this house I don't use. And all this shit. All this stuff in this house. Clock's going to my daughter. I was just like, cat's coming with me. Yeah, come with me. Yeah. Yeah. And I was sitting there like, man, I don't use none of this. I do, but I don't. I was sitting there like, thank you. But it's like, it's like all of it is necessity. It's just living with the Joneses or up with the Joneses. It's I got a crate full old antique stuff. It's it, it's no need for it. You know what I mean? No need. Yeah, it's nice, but like I said, it's great to have. It's great to have a house, a roof over your head, and stuff like that. Like by far. But man, downsize, get a camper. Oh, be so much fun. It'd be awesome. I was just saying, when we got there, we talk on the water. I'd be able to do this truly full time. Don't have to work for the fucking matrix for the system. You know, I I'd have to make money from here for sure. I could do little side jobs and stuff like that. But man, it'd be awesome. It'd be so fucking awesome. I wouldn't have to worry about rent. I wouldn't have to worry about this fucking light bill or anything like that. Be me and the camper. Take my computer with me. And so most camper, get one. And most of them have a TV in it. That works out. Go get me a T-Mobile internet box or whatever. I'd be set. I think it's pretty cool. I think that's pretty awesome. It's my thought, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In a big way, there's a lot of confusion on which group played the hero because Freemasons identify such as yeah, no property taxes, no rent. I know. So all I have to do is worry about, like I said, I told us earlier, I was like, all I got to do is worry about my child support. Thanks for the telemarketing tip. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. And that's all I had to do is worry about child support, food, gas, insurance. You know, not bad at all. Not bad at all. That figured all together 600, 700 a month is all I really need. It's not bad. You know what I mean? I figured maybe a little bit. It's a little bit more than that because gotta have my Scooby snacks. And that I'm hosting this Power Festival in May. It's online. You should be a speaker. You can do it from your house before you go live. Yeah, how cool would that be? What time in May? Let me save that link. Save link. Copy. Thank you. Scooby Snack. Oh yeah, it calls it Scooby Snacks as well. Yeah, it's. I think it'd be pretty cool, and I definitely would love to do that. I said, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Just to be a great opportunity to finally break from the full off the matrix. That's true. That is true. I thought about it all. I was like, because where I want to go first. Because as soon as I get the thing and I get it all taken care of, I'm going to Northwest Florida, going to the Destin area. That's where my child lives. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. And I know that area. And there's plenty of camping sites right on the bay. There's camping sites right there on the beach. There's places I can plug in. There's a community of people that are awesome about this. And like I said, there's no stopping me where I can't grow anything. Grow me some tomatoes or tomatoes. It'd be awesome. Certain little things, be able to start living off the grid. Since I've already broke the fucking matrix, broke out of the matrix in a sense, and I still see this whole, I'm still kind of stuck in it because I was thinking, man, rent's part of the system, light bill's part of the system. I don't want to do a normal 9 to motherfucking 5 job because that's not who I am anymore. I was like, fuck, this is just the great, perfect opportunity. And and I was also thinking, like, maybe this is the sign that I've been fucking in the aha moment of my life that I've been, been the door I've been leading that they've been trying to push me through. So I think it'd be pretty cool. But it's so, it's just, There was an ME concerning the color of Scooby Doo's collar. Flipping back and forth blue. It was light blue. What blue with the green, like, blue with the gold collar, or blue with the gold tag? Scooby Dooby Doo. Scooby. Scooby Dooby Doo. That's such a new Scooby though. Let me find an older Scooby. Find me an older Scooby. There's my older Scooby. That works even better. All right, share. It's blue right now. Bam. It's still blue. Tag looks weird. Oh, tag looks different. I don't know if the tag was fully gold but it's still blue. Oh, the connection's going weird. Talk dirty to me. Come on, connection. Play with me. But it's still blue. Oh, look at there's a Mandela effect for you right there. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. He's a freaking dad. That's right, dude. How cool would that be? Have that coming back your way real quick. I said, I would think that oh, my damn connection. I would think, are we playing right now, Connection Passions? I'm sorry. The electric would be easy big setup, generator plus solar battery. Yeah, I thought about that. And I was thinking about the whole mobility of it, power. I mean, most Winnebagos they have a little. You can always plug it and you plug it into a power. They got little power outlets in some resting areas and RV parks. But yeah, I mean, hell, you now generators are so much smaller now. They are so much smaller. And all I can do is just stick them in the sun. So it'd be easy. Yeah, the power part would be easy. And not like I'd be running much power except like really in the summer with the air conditioning. But it'd be cool. I'd be like a beach bum. I'm not a bum, but you know what I mean? I get my tan on. I think going back to Emmys, how such a thing could be accomplished. It would only require passing data through time. Yeah, timestamp. Some people say, yeah, is somebody messing with it? Got to make something different in the past. Just a little change to try to change something in the future. Back to the Future. But then the Avengers proved the whole Back to the Future lie about messing with time and alternate. You mess something here, you step on a bug here, you're going to change reality there. In Back to the Future, but it doesn't work that way. You just end up in the timeline you changed. But still doesn't make sense. Oh, time. I don't know. It'd be crazy if it's Freemasons and if it's Freemason, and if it's Freemason, it's satanic as they appear to be. Are they communicating with? Yes, I do believe they are communicating with somebody through CERN. That's why it's been running. CERN has been running crazily. They are running it as we speak. And they're going to be doing the big one here soon, where they want to pass a particle through. So they want to put some shit. They want to pass through it. Yo, it's crazy. They're outside of the timeline. They could accomplish any effect by, yeah, unless there's only one timeline. Yeah, but we've noticed that there's not one timeline. We've noted that timelines are bleeding in together or something. There's multiple timelines. I also believe when we dream, we end up in a different timeline or a different reality, a portion of reality, and it's hard. And I don't know. Maybe they're trying to change an event that has happened or hasn't happened yet. Because they had that whole, the Vatican has that whole mirror they can see shit, see right through. So it's like I don't know if they're trying to change something. Maybe they're trying to change the wind. Kind of think. Hate to say movie, but go to Infinite. The end game of Avengers Endgame, and how the Avengers and everybody went back to change that moment in time. Doctor Strange, one timeline, the one that this is the one. Maybe they're trying to change the fact that they lost. That's the one thing. What's the? That's the one thing that's always on me. What are they trying to change? I don't think they're trying to change an assassination or somebody dying in the world. I think they're trying to change the fact that they lose every time. God always prevails. We know the winners. We know who the winner is at the end of the day. No matter what, we know the winner. I wouldn't be surprised that's what they're trying to change. Trying to change that outcome of good and bad, or good and evil. You know what I mean? Trying to change that, the good winning over evil. Because yeah, it is satanic. It is demonic, and it is something that we can all see, especially in the world we live in. We live in this hellish demonic world. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, thank you. We live in this demonic world, and that is one thing that we every day. And I think that's such a thing. And it would make sense to me. I guess it makes sense. April 29th, May 30th. Here's the details. Did I already get that one? Cool. I got that one. Cool. I got it saved. That's pretty hard to be fun. Yes. I'm doing it, man. I am gonna. I feel like I'm gonna do it. I really am. It's the second I thought of it, it was just like, oh yes, this is it. This is what I need to do. Oh, I'm missing chats over here. Hold up. He's a filigran. Aren't we all crazy? Aren't we all crazy? Huh? Said in the quantum sense, there can be infinite possibilities, but it doesn't mean it's only limited to singularity. That's true. CERN, linking it to it all. I don't think all the link. I think the big start of it. I think that's the part where they did. They did create a little black hole. A little little black hole that's slowly eating away at a universe. You know, I go to the Simpsons. The Simpsons are pre-prompted programming, so they're telling you what's going to happen. They're not predicting shit. They're telling you what's going to happen. So, in a sense, maybe they got they're Illuminati too as well. You best believe that. So, and they did in a reality in another timeline or space, make that the hydrochloric made that little damn little tiny little black hole that's just sucking away that universe, and which is having effects on so many other universes. Flash did something like that. The new Flash movie had something like that because they were trying to change timelines and try to, help. If you see the story, sorry, spoiler alerts, or trying to save, change the outcome of what happened because it was a whole different timeline of, when Kal-El, the whole sod thing. So, and all of that, they were destroying the timelines. They were all merging together. So, and movies always tell the truth. So to say that the possibilities exist, but we can only exist among any given singularity. Yeah, it's that part of where we wake up. I think each day depends how we wake up. I don't. I wish I knew. It's just like for me, my dreams are so real, and I can't quite. It's so odd and weird. Looks normal to me. Personally, we don't know if we were monthly or if we can. Ah, well, if we can manifest, and I think if we put our mind and our sense, a little bit of energy and ground, I think possibly. I don't know. I know we can change into a different perspective within ourselves, a different timeline in ourselves in reality where little things change. But the whole, I'd say, I don't know neither. Also, I just posted a new video on how to make. Ooh, that's neat. That's neat. That's pretty neat. There are no Simpson predictions. Yeah, there's no. They are just a. Yes, I agree. So I agree that the Simpsons aren't predicting anything. They have someone who's access to your reality script. I agree. Yeah, I agree too. Yeah, they've been so right, and I think lately they've been. Lately I think they've kind of slowed down on what they've done because they've been so right so long, and everybody's looking to them. So I think they try to make a little things not add up, but it's still there. It's still there. They're telling us what's happening all day long. Fuck it, I do believe that. Like I said, I watched Captain America, Brave New World, Captain America last night, and that was so truthful in every way possible. Even Hulk and the Red Hulk, not the Green Hulk, Red Hulk, and the whole situation, like when he was turning into it, it was like the scene where the president, like Trump, was getting shot when he was raised. It was so odd. The Illuminati, he said the Illuminati. It was like I saw the flash, like the Illuminati card, where you see that face, that evil devil face, but yet the Red Devil, the Red Hawk, out of all things on the U.S. was crazy, and the whole U.S. on fire. It was let alone at war with, almost going to war with Japan. Don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but I'm telling you, yeah, that movie was just like, oh, America's done for. It's crazy. Limited cars from the last 80 years, very interesting. Oh man, so on point, so on point. I need to do a video about that actually. Need to do a video about that. And I know y'all been still to the channel. I've been reposting some of the old videos from like 3-4 years ago to get the channel vibrating right. So that's why y'all been seeing the little uploads, reloads. Audio was impressed actually with my flat Earth video that everybody's coming like few years ago. You couldn't go into a room, say flat Earth, and not anybody not say anything to you. Somebody will come to you and question, "You're stupid. Our Earth round. You can't be. We got no proof, Master. You got no proof that it's all around flat on it. Yada 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 yada." They'd come at you with the vengeance. But I posted a video and we're like, no troll. It's like so many people have flipped their mind about the round and flat. I don't know if it's round and flat. It's not a fucking spin ball flying through space. So, but it was so neat. It was so cool that Audio said that. I mean, it was so right that it's like, wow. It's like we're in a couple of years, like everybody's woke up to an awesome sense of it all. And it's so cool to had to feel like to see that. It was pretty awesome. That's why I said the Illuminati. I think that'd be so awesome to bring that back up. I would love to see you make a video on them playing cards with their two decks. Man, I'd to see that. I'd to see that. I had to look up a video about that because it's a card game with the Simpsons. The Simpsons are going to be controlling the whole story of a reception beginning. The whole Tarte, yeah. Old World Order ideas suggested, yeah. I've been watch Black Mirror the new season 7. So God, and one episode there was a Mandela effect. Episode 2, season 7, episode 2. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Somebody brought that up. I don't remember who brought that up in a comment the other day. Yeah. And there's actually 2 versions of that episode. It's also going on too, because there's something. I haven't fully seen it. I had to do my research about it because I haven't seen it yet. But it was something about the Glen Hill, something like that. Whatever it is, they did talk about the Mandela effect, and there was one in there. But they're talking about people are seeing 2 different versions of that episode because there's 2 different versions of it, and it doesn't. You're not sure which one you're going to get. Because one moment you can press on it and you'll get one of them. You'll go back a day later and you click on it again and you might get the different episode. So it's so weird what's going on right now. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they did it, but chef's kiss, because that's fucking awesome. But yeah, there's 2 different episode 2s on season 7, but it's one episode, but it's 2 different versions of it. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, I gotta it's in my repertoire to get down to. Didn't Jim Carrey die a couple years ago? Tim Curry. Gotta make sure I'm looking at it right. Tim Curry. Tim Curry. Yeah. The It guy. That's what I thought. I thought he passed away a couple years ago too. Oh, damn fucking. Oh, other movies I was thinking he was in. Yeah, I thought he passed away a while back. A while back ago. He's still alive. Yeah, I'll let y'all see this picture real quick. I could have just done it from right here anyway. Hey, Taylor, it's Taylor Swift. She's a self-made billionaire, record breaker. That's what popped up on my news feed. The guy from Clue. that's the movie I was thinking in my head. I'm like, God, where was he from? Clue. The other one in my other head. That's because I remember from. He was in Clue. Yeah, 79. Yep. Shaq's a Freemason. Yeah, I believe he's actually level 32. No, I don't think he's that high, but he's one of yeah. He definitely he's a Mason all day. He showed his ring on television on one of the broadcasts. I was in that one too. Mighty Python. Yeah, he's still alive. Ah, fucking Home Alone too. Dude, I can go on and on. Wow, he was in Rocky Picture, Rocky Horror Movie, Rocky Horror Movie, Horror Show, whatever it is. He was talking about he was Mr. Thornmore. Oh shit, dude, that's like going through history right here. Yeah, he's still alive. My favorite one was him, and I loved him in freaking Clue as the butler. That's awesome. And die. Just looked at it. Yeah, he did die. Yeah, he did die. He's still alive though. Yeah, he's still alive. But no, I thought he died, so I thought he passed away too. There's no coverage from what people can see from Earth's surface. There is no object. Yeah, and if you can see across the water, yeah, it's boats miles, trillions away, maybe falling off the Earth. I think it's all a hologram in a sense. I think Earth is just really it's all a hologram. I mean, it's real. I mean, but we observe it and we observe that, matter as a service. So it turns what it does. So, I mean, some say it's just sound, secret sounds and all that. Best source I found is it's on YouTube. Oh, David Wise. Yeah. Of course. I brought up the remote channel video. I have this you figure out. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Nope, he's back. He's back. He's still alive. He's back. That was like I had talked about Val Kilmer yesterday about how a lot of they remember him just the first time passing away, but I remember him passing away right after they filmed Maverick, literally right after. Literally like right after they filmed it, or right at the release. Because I think he went to the premiere, and I think like a week later he passed away. Not a problem, brother. Thank you for that, my man. I definitely will check that out, brother. Thank you, Moon. Earth does manifest, whatever. So what as a hologram? Sadly, he's all safety is off, and it doesn't seem to be an override. Nobody wants to hit the button. Stop the shit. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Great in Adore movies. Oh man. Finding evidence in the Beavis and Butthead episode. Season 4, episode 5. It was Smashing Pumpkin video. No, the Smashing Pumpkins. The Smashing Pumpkins. It's the Smashing Pumpkins. It's the Smashing Pumpkins. The Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, the Smashing Pumpkins. It's the Smashing Pumpkins. I always remember that way, though. As far as people not, as far as people being not alive and falling, not following the Freemason code as well, passing information back and forth through the void, but brought being not alive, perhaps a perk for being a high level. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins, the Smashing Pumpkins. I guess I always said no. It is Smashing Pumpkins. It's not the Smashing Pumpkins. Smashing. I think you're right. That's goddamn reality I live in. Smashing Pumpkins, the Smashing Pumpkins. I guess I say that because with the well, if they did, we know they like to take the away from things. Putting it back now, that's pretty cool. Because it used to be the Carpenters, now the Eagles. It's Bee Gees, not the Bee Gees. It'd be pretty cool to see if they put that other one out. And I think you're right too. They excuse me, hold up. Like at the level 30th degree of Freemasonry, they're told they'll find the light, and the light is the light. Yeah, the light bearer or Lucifer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they sold themselves. I think a lot of them sold themselves. Think Shaq's mind control or a freaking clone. That's a big clone, dude. A huge clone. They all sold out to the devil, or they're not allowed to play the Hollywood game. Yeah, pushing the same ones over and over again till the new models come. Yep, come along. Yeah, that's so true. And I think that's the world we live in. And in a sense, if we want to think like of the Mandela effect, if we take away the possibilities of all right, let's take away CERN, let's take away government conspiracy or black lighting or mind control, let's take away multiple timelines and realities. Let's take that away too. And we have just our memories. And we have them playing somewhat God, you know, sacrificing lives, how evil this world gets. Eventually, the system itself would start recreating a better place. Now, I just put quantum here, so let's take that away. Let's take the computer matrix part out of the way, too. Let's take the matrix out the way. You figure the creator of us would start to waking up people through a way like the Mandela effect, in a sense, because now it's getting, the game has now been played so much out of our favor as normal people favor into their favor. He wants, or the creator wants us to start seeing changes, to wake up to see the reality of the world that we live in. And maybe that's part of the Mandela effect too. That's if you take everything away, and this is base reality itself. High unlikely of a possibility, but yet a possibility. I think that's pretty cool. A cool way to think about it. Madonna's first album, her jacket. I remember her jacket. I'm not positively sure if I remember her jacket now. I guarantee that one it isn't like a version. Guarantee it isn't like a version at all. Not even a little bit. Rather, the woman isn't the word the being overused in the reality. We curly at come. Yeah, we use the a lot. We do use the a lot. It was said in the end times there would be saints that will arise to stand up against evil. Mm-hmm. On the back of the album, I almost want to say her jacket was like a leather black jacket, or like rhinestones or something on it. But I've seen so many pictures of Madonna. I can tell you, she was a gorgeous woman. Still is a gorgeous woman. Like she's like what 60 now, still gorgeous. No, that ain't the Madonna. That's the clone Madonna. But that's why people are becoming so divided. Yeah, you're right about that, isn't it? Because you can't do that without knowledge. Perhaps that's why people are becoming so divided. Yeah, they're dividing us. It's a fat pyramid with the eye. Back of Madonna's first album, the back, dumbass. Yeah, she's on black for sure. Won't show me the complete back of it though. A picture of her doing a kind of the Illuminati eye. Like a virgin. Ooh, that's for the first time. I'll have to look into that. Clay, what's good, bro? Never let Madonna into your house. She would dip on your carpet, and yeah, you wouldn't be able to get it spell out. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, should drip on your carpet. I got tile floors, so we'd be all right. We can wash them. Get some air freshener, some Febreze. It's got the Bofies. Chilling, chilling, chilling. We just sit here, right? We having a good old conversation, talking about the Illuminati, talking about the Freemasonry, Mandela effect in the sense with all that, and changes the Freemasons. Nice template. This has been a pretty cool one. Funny thing is, I thought I was ending this thing almost like an hour ago. We was just sitting back chilling and we just having a fucking great time. We were talking about my I was also going to be a van life. I'm thinking about. I'm really leaning on it about I'm actually right about 90% sure I'm going to do it. I got to talk to my grandmother and just get her opinion. I'll see where that goes, but I know it'll probably rise to 100%. But I'm going to be, I'm probably most likely I'm going to be van life. Van life. Me and the cat, sons and daughters, ladies and gents. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. NBA, good man, chilling, brother, chilling. Ever watched the Alien movie? I'm thinking of the oh no, man, it's gonna melt through my floor. No, it's gonna melt through my floor. That's funny. That is funny. That's funny. That is really funny. Oh, good, bro. How you doing, brother? I gotta hit that. I gotta see this. What is it? What is it? What is it? Load it up. Ooh, nice. Hold on, I can print this for it. I can show everybody. Now. That's it. City all CNI, the Illuminati. All CNI. You know the crazy thing about this, and I'm gonna sound weird because they've used this symbol for their own semiotic purposes. But when I'm on a good trip, when I'm on a good deep trip, and I do see the square and all CNI, I get a lot of visions from that's Madonna. That's Madonna. I get a I get vision. I get visions all the time from about Egypt and ancient Egypt and stuff like that because it's part of my it's part of it. It's my bloodline, I presume. So, and I always see that. I always see the eye, and my eye is always floating around. It's kind of in the sense that that was technically the ark that Noah supposedly fully built. I mean, no, ark wasn't all these animals. They put all those damn animals on that boat. You know, it wasn't. It was a DNA. It was a DNA bank. You know, I hate to tell y'all, the ark, the ark was a DNA bank. It wasn't a boat. Some say it was a spaceship shaped as a triangle. It would make sense because when we see spaceships like triangles, right? Put it right on the pyramid. So it's weird. I don't know why I went that far, but it came to my head when I saw the all seeing eye. But yeah, so symbolic. Madonna's, I mean, sure, I like Madonna's music, I do, but on a more personal level, it makes no sense. She weighs the same as yeah, exactly. She's so different now, so different now. I'll email you a screenshot if you like. Appreciate it. I think the picture is from Who's That Girl? Alaska's got a panhandle? Pushing into the max of the 80s. I love that. I love the 80s, man. Such a 80s and 90s. That's such a god. You know, we're the last generation to ever if it's part of Alaska, then why the hell is it's so weird? It's all right. Being stupid, read it. Dude, I did. All right, great. I need to bring a picture of it. Always, I've almost thought that. I was like, what is Florida doing all the way up there? I live in Florida. No, we're not up there. We're down fucking here. Ooh, baby, baby. Oh, I'll school. Can't fucking spell. The life I live. I'm on Alaskan Airlines. I'm on Alaska. That's a Mandela effect too. Alaskan Airlines. Alaska. Don't make me fucking look up pictures of my own. Ooh, baby, baby. All right. Share this bad boy real quick. Ways to save and stuck in his reference to the Mighty Python. That's funny. Wait for it to pop down. It's like I can see. There we go. Look at that. You know, I know that's not how it's spelled, but it's so weird. Where in the butt did that come from? Odd. Odd. Never seen that before. Yeah, Greenland's changed. Yeah, Canada, Cuba. I'll bring up the world map because Cuba's changed. It's gone crazy. The new world, yeah, new world order. Remember, they lied to us about the very shape of the world's egg. It's true for a long time. Yeah, Alaska never had that. They never had that. It was basically that cut off right there, and then Canada had it. It's that is so wrong, so wrong. I don't like it. I don't like it. This movie's so slow. They know we're talking about it. Yeah, heart turn. Maybe all this water. Maybe the water's all drying up. Yeah, Florida used to look more like a gun. That's looking weird. Cuba is fucking huge. It has got so much bigger. And you got to think the keys are right here. They don't show it, but the keys are right there. Look how close, huge Cuba is. Huge. And there used to be a way bigger gap. Like this is all wrong. Because I'm Florida. We watch hurricanes go through here all the time, and I'm stalling out. That's so weird. Let me slide over to Alaska real quick. Look at this. And everything at the moment. Destroying the world. Don't like it. You shaped, yeah. It's so weird. Oh man. And said I don't know my whole life. And said I don't know my whole life. There's been a map of the United States that had school that had it's a bit big, 48 states, and then in the lower corner, yeah, always Hawaii, yeah, Hawaii, and then Alaska, another corner. You know, why would they do that? For so long, so many people thought Alaska was down there. Like it's not there. So weird. Y'all was speaking Madonna. It's crazy, man. It's uh if you're ever abroad and uh, with somebody, it's very, 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 very small cues. Never saw Alaska with a panhandle on any other school backs. Never, never, never. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. We're gonna take one more hit, and we're gonna end it for today because I gotta make the call. I gotta call my grandmommy, my grandmama, and kind of figure it out. But what I do for all y'all jumped in, so y'all know I'm thinking about the van life. And I said I came to a conclusion last night while I'm on a trip. I was sitting there, sitting down, talking to Mama. You know, mom's bastard. You know me. I could talk to. I could talk to ancestors, and they channel through me for some reason. But I was sitting there talking. I was like, man, how can I just? It's like I was looking around, downsize stuff. And I was like, all this stuff is just material. It means nothing. Later, audio. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Good to see you, hon. But yeah, I just was ready to. I was looking. I was like, man, I just want to do the van. I was like, man, let's do the van life. Mom suggested the van life. That's such a great idea. I think it'd be cool. Wow, the world pisses in the Bible. That's crazy. Not always. Now, breast has always been in the Bible. I know that. Just because I'm a kid, always a kid. Breast always makes me laugh. Carrie just makes me laugh. But yeah, but when I do make my final decision, like I said, I'm 90% there. I'm gonna make my decision. I'm gonna start selling stuff, man. I'm gonna start selling stuff. Sell it all. Selling it all. That's not selling cat, not selling myself, not selling my computer, shit like that. But my necessities that I need to make a living. But yeah, selling it all. Selling it all. Be nice. Downsize. Simple life. Yeah, the Bible's got a lot of Mandela effects. Yep, lines. Yep. Now it's the wolf, jealous God. Even Noah's book where he builds the ark. It used to be 2 by 2, but it's pairs of 6. Technically, that's what it says. So I'm like, it's supposed to 6 pairs of 6. All pairs of 2, pairs of 6. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. That just means we're in that spot. We're in the change. We're in this moment where we are now molding into the new world, and it's in the big shift is happening. It's happening faster than we can imagine. Maybe that's why I want to downsize this all, because I was thinking about this. If shit really does hit the fan, the last place I want to be is be in a city in a house like this, and then wonder what the fuck I'm going to, how the hell to get out. Now, let me have my place on my wheels. It's starting to make so much more sense. 91% sure now. Yeah, it's going to be pretty neat. Pretty neat. We take this hit with y'all. Then we're going to go ahead and finish it on out for the day and see what we do. I think tomorrow we're going to we'll go live. I think we'll do a live and we'll make a video. I love doing that on live. I love doing that now. I know y'all like seeing it too as well. I had to set it up for a time, but yeah, I think we'll do a live. We'll do a live Mandela effect video. The ones who are here basically know the Mandela effects, know what I'm talking about, and everything else. Basically, gets the background part of the video of it before it's uploaded. So I think that I love doing that. I really do enjoy doing that. That's fun. That is really fun. Plus, for some reason, I get a lot of good bloopers out of that too, man. Yeah, Cuba's huge. Teresa! Hi, darling. Y'all say hi, Teresa. How are you doing, hon? I meant to get back with Sandy. I know she sent me that email. And y'all be doing those lives late. I'm old. I'll be sleeping. Thank you. I be sleeping. Guess I'm getting old. I don't know. It'd be exciting. I get this whole plan working over. I want to do this van life here. I think that I could make a lot of these lives even more. I think it'd be even a lot more, Jeff will be able to join them a lot more. Definitely enjoying them more. Yeah. Found some weird, we found some weird ones too. We have found some ones too. We found, I don't know if you've seen the new version of the JFK car. You'll enjoy that one. We got what Woody's jacket. We did that one the other day. Woody's vest has changed. Sandy's chaps have changed. Zelensky. I don't remember fully how it was spelt, but I do know it's changed. I do. I do know it's changed. I do remember hearing something about that. I'm not the keen speller, but yeah, the Y. Zelensky. Ukraine Zelensky. I got one. Ah, it didn't correct me. That's for sure. I got one. I got one. I got different versions of the name. One with one Y. The two Y's is way wrong. Way wrong. I got another one. Oh, that's a spouse. Two Y's. I got both versions of it. That's crazy. I gotta screenshot some shit. The funny thing is, the last name of his wife and his children, there is no Y. That is odd. It's so wrong. It is so wrong. Yep, I got it both ways. I had to check out some of his movies he was in. Kiev spelled right. I still hate seeing Kiev or K. I can't even spell it if I can say it right because it's not spelled right. Yeah, all over the place. One Y, then you got two Y's. Yeah, it's all fucked up. Sorry. Yeah. Hold on, let me pop this up real quick. The real question in all those: what is the purpose? I don't know. Why would we change? Well, and that's the thing. I don't know why change would change. It's so weird. Why would they change it like that? Makes no sense. Makes no point. And if it's I mean, to gaslight us, I think that's stupid. I can't fucking spell. There was a time I used to be able to spell. It was in 1852. world was a better place. There we go. All right. Pull this bad boy up. I'm gonna have to. I don't even have to do that part. Pull it up. Gonna be the last one we do for the. I wasn't expecting to get that one popped up quick in my face. Always one. All right, and you got both ones with the Y. It's funny because it showed me a whole different thing. Then you got one with the single Y. It's like nobody knows how to spell it. Double Y, double Y, double Y. I wanted to pull up his bio. Yeah, look, his spice. How are you gonna, Selenska? How are you going to be married to somebody but not have the right name? Their kids don't even have the same name. But that's all that part of that entertainment. We all know he's a part of the show. So it's so odd. That was a good one. Thanks, Teresa. But it's so odd. One Y, double Y. And then you got one with no Y. And that's his wife and his kids. Name makes no sense. That is so. That's strange. Very, very, very strange. Very weird. Thanks for that, Teresa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man. But let me take this hit. We gonna head on out of here. Big old cheerzos. That is so crazy. It makes no sense. And I don't understand why they would do that. Maybe it's different timelines. And that's the realest example and explanation for it is there's emerging timelines or the quantum computer is starting to do this thing of rebuilding and refabricating stuff and could be AI. I did have this discussion earlier a while back with Pause. We were talking about how it seems like we were in the phase, earlier past 10 years we've had this idea of the internet is dead. It's just been nothing but old. It's just the internet's died. But I've come into the conclusion that it's now alive, more sentient, if you want to say. I do believe that the internet now is more sentient, is more alive now than ever before. Maybe it's because the AI has got a hold of it now, the system in it, and I really do believe that's what it is. We were talking about. I was like, dude, it's like the internet doesn't act dead anymore. It's so fully alive, and it's so weird. Truly is weird. But I think it's because it's starting to. It's the whole system's changing. I can't put a finger on that, but it is. The internet's in a sense dead, but not dead like it was. It's revamping itself. It's live. I think it's more alive than we think it is. I think it is sentient. I think it is AI is running it, which is crazy. So if that's the case, maybe that's the part of where AI is tapped into that quantum computer that's able to manipulate in a sense or whatever. I don't know. Or they're trying to erase history. One or the other. It's very, 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 very weird. Never hit a ball like that. uh, it's very odd. It's very weird. It's very strange, and we got to keep our eye on the internet because it definitely is coming back to life in a way, and it's coming back in a way where it's more alive. I mean, shit. I think everything we have, we own. No matter what you talk about, you're going to get some kind of advertisement, news article, or something about whatever you talked about. No matter if it's live, you set it somewhere private away from your devices, you will get that somewhere. And I don't, and maybe that's us too, as well as us systems that we're, as a system that we're light, we're energy. Our thoughts go out, we speak our words, it sounds, it resonates, it makes. So put that on the fence of like it's maybe it's also another extension of ourselves. It's showing us more and more that we do live in a matrix, which makes sense. It makes sense to all. But anyways, it was all. This has been a great talk, big talk. Great to see everybody out here, man. Big shout out to Moon. Hey, he the first person to put towards the camper van life, the camping life. Oh man, the first one. Oh, that was pretty cool. It makes me interested. 92% that I'm going to do this, but man, yeah. Once I figure out, I talked to grandmama and kind of get her advice on it and see what she thinks, and then I'll let everybody know, and then I'm gonna start selling shit, dude. I'm gonna start selling things. I'll start selling it all, selling it all, selling it all. I think that'd be cool. Probably won't, for like certain things for like y'all in the chat, for my community. Maybe I won't sell anything. Like these, like my black light posters, like little thing and niches from the thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like give a little of those away, kind of sign something on the back or something, leave a little note for something, something like that. There's little things, some things I'll keep, but most of the other stuff it's all going, man. It's all going. It's all moving. It's all rolling away. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to finally. It'd actually really be nice to truly get away from the matrix system. That's my whole key, in my sense, yeah, at the moment I need to find myself a job. I'm gonna lose this apartment. That's a little part of it too, but it's like, man, I'm not built. I'm not asleep enough to continue working in this real fucking world or in this system of the world, systematic world. In my sense, it's something that it's not me. It's not myself. I need to do me, work for community, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. That's my thought. But anyways, I can't wait to see everybody, man. Again, we'll do something tomorrow for sure. We're definitely going to go live. We'll make a video. We'll make a Mandela effect video because I do have Mandela effects, new ones to come up. So, as you've been seeing, I've been reposting a little bit of the older ones that have been, 3-4 years ago. So just to get this algorithm pumping my way, that makes sense, which is good. Pull people into the channel, stuff like that. But I have I don't know what I have anymore. No, I wrote it down. I have the I don't know because I can't remember. Oh, Billy Blanks or Blank. I got that one. Billy Blanks, the Tybo guy. His name's different. We got to put Zelensky's on there now. Fade the Black one. I'll have to listen to that one. I'm not so particularly certain about that. Jesse's chaps in Toy Story, they are now the same color as Woody's vest. Mary Poppins has changed. And I'm not talking about probably something in the video too, but Mary Poppins, her name. I did that one earlier. I don't know how y'all remember the spelling of Mary Poppins. Mary to be precise. I don't know how you remember it, but to me, it's changed. And then, the Matrix, the cookie plate. When the Oracle puts the cookies on the plate, how the plate used to be white. Now, the Poppins ones, how do you spell Mary? How you put that? How you spell Mary Poppins? Just type out the whole thing. Yeah, that's. But the Matrix plate, how the plates now was white, but now it's a clear glass plate. It's pretty neat. You're right on that. No, your Poppins is right. See, you spell Mary that way. See, I remember Mary with two R's for some reason. I always remember it. Mary Poppins. Oh, I spelled Mary wrong. Sorry. That's how I remember that. Let me take that one off because that's stupid. But I remember it being Mary Poppins, two R's. One reason I remember that is because I didn't know what I wanted to watch the other night. And I was like, oh, I don't watch Mary Poppins. And I saw it was just with one R. And I was like, that's not right. Yeah, it's Disney. Yeah, exactly. It's Disney. Who knows? Yes, it's definitely Disney. And you're all right. You're fine. um, but the original Mary Poppins have been hit already because the spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. It's us. I can't remember what it is. It's a spoonful of sugar. It's us full. I can't. It's a spoonful of sugar, but it was always a spoonful of sugar. So they got that one already. You know, that first one's done. That's why it went to my head about when I saw Mary being spelt the way you spelt it, just with one R. When it was just spelt with that one R, just seeing Mary Poppins, it looked so wrong. The cover looked so spare to me, and I was like, no, Mary Poppins is two R's. To me, it's always had two R's. So what is now? It's Mary right now. It's how I just spelled. That's the way I spelled it now with the one R. I always remember it being with two R's. I always remember it being Mary. No, and it was her name, but it was also Mary. Mary, like Mary Cheerish, in a way. You know, think of that way. I don't know. For me, that's my personal one. Yeah, so that's my. I feel like me. That's my personal one for that one. That's just a newer one for me, but it means there's something else changing. It's how Mandela effect always goes back to one. They always go back to the ones they've already messed with. So, if maybe that was my sense to maybe go check these movies too to make sure that something's changed. So, Luke, I am your father, or CP3O's leg, having that silver leg. Yeah, Star Wars is a huge one for me. Huge one. Oh, and the Monopoly guy. Yeah, I actually just uploaded a video about the Monopoly man, and I had all this evidence. And actually, there's a few with the Monopoly man. Mr. Moneybags, the penny bags, or it used to be money bags. We call them money bags. It's penny bags now. And then I had definitely the monocle for sure. But yeah, I did a video of that earlier. Insanity Streets, sheets and pillowcases, yeah. Gold legs, yeah, all day long, yeah, all day long, all gold. I played with them when I was a kid. My cousin had all the, we had the figures, we had it all, and we played with it. It was gold. It was gold. It was so gold. And the thing is, me is like, yeah, he did. What they did disable him. I guess he did get taken apart, but they would put them all back together. And why would you put a different leg on him? To me, it's just stupid. Oh, Wizard of Oz is the king of them all. Yes. Wizard of Oz is the poster child of the Mandela effect for sure. I agree with you on that one. It is. It is the poster child of the Mandela effect. And since the new one came out, Wicked, I would not be surprised there's going to be changes in that. I like the Great and Powerful Oz. I haven't had watched it in a while, so I don't know if there's any changes in that. But that's why we need the new generation to start noticing these things, to start getting involved in these, in the Mandela effect, to start, kind of taking it more serious. So we can see the new versions, the new age, the new generation Mandela effects, because us as, as us Jenners, we we're affected by what we grew up with. So they'll be affected about what they grew up with. And so it'll be amazed. I know there's just so much more new age Mandela effects out there that we haven't seen, or we haven't talked about, or we might not even notice. So hell, it could be, I don't listen to new rap, so I don't know. Drake's is, it could be. It could be pretty cool. So the wheel, son, have we seen? Yeah, but it's different. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be pretty cool. Tin Man does not fly my praise. Tin Man don't got the gun. It's Scarecrow. Tin Man got the axe, and the Cowardly Lion's got the. I call it, I guess, the pest spray. That's what it all look like. It's like it's the pest spray that they would use to pesticide the plants. Oh man. So it'll be interesting. I think it's gonna be cool. But other than that, man, I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna, like I said, we'll go live. I'll probably set it up for, I don't know what time yet, but I'll set it up. We'll talk about Mandela's conspiracies. You know what we do here. We'll make a Mandela effect video, because we'll make that here live. I like doing that here with y'all, because I like the people who are here, that are in the live, that enjoy it, get to see the background of the making of the videos. I think that is so awesome. It's just a wonderful. God bless you too, bub. I think it's so awesome to let people inside on that. And we've enjoyed it. And I get some good bloopers from it too as well. And it kind of puts me on the spot. It puts my nerves in me. So we'll do that tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Other than that, I love all y'all, man. Y'all are amazing. AK, amazing, man. Woodstock, amazing. Teresa, amazing. It's good to see you. Nowadays are the new ones. Norwell's, yeah, god dang. First time I ever saw Norwell was an Elf. When is Elf? Hi, buddy. I hope you'll find your dad. This is my guy. Hey, buddy. I hope you find your dad. I was like, what is that? It's a narwhal. That's a narwhal. But yeah, I've never heard of them ever existing like that before. I love all you. I love all y'all, man. Big shout out to everybody out there today. Y'all are amazing. I will be back tomorrow. We will be there. We will do the Mandela Miller video. We'll do a little live and chill out, have some fun, and just do what we do best on a Friday, huh? Till then, man, I love y'all to death. Y'all still keep your mind open. You already know those eyes will see anything. And love y'all to death, man. Stay crazy. Stay crazy. And, man, enjoy and I'll let you know about the van life when I decide. Yeah, I never heard it in my life either, Therese. Oh, love y'all to death. Y'all are amazing, man. Love y'all. God bless. Namaste.